Should you take Reta and Tirz together? I keep getting this question, and I have to try to answer it once for all. I might even pin it to the top of my profile. Before I do, they make me do this disclaimer. This video is for education and research purposes only. Consult your doctor for medical advice, guys. Now, the reason that people are asking, should I do Reta and Tirz together, is because most people are on very high amount of Tirz. They want to come over to Reta because they've stalled. But when they go over to Reta, the appetite suppression is not nearly what it was on Tirz. This is not Reta's fault. Reta is a different compound. It works on 3 different things to be able to help you get to your goal body weight. It's much more powerful than Tirz. And it's also muscle sparing, so you don't run your metabolism into the ground like you do with Tirz. It's a much better product. However, people go over to a small amount of Reta from a high amount of Tirz, and they're like, oh, I'm hungry now again. I put 5 pounds back on. Yes, because you're on a totally lower number of GLP, but there is a way to do this. And now with Reta, you can't just start at a high amount. I have to be careful how I say things here. You can't just start at a high amount because it's not safe. You don't know how your body's going to respond. You don't know what sides you're going to get. So what do you do in the meantime? So people are like, okay, well, I'll do some Tirz with my Reta. Well, now if you have results and you're doing these 2 different compounds and adjusting the amounts, you don't even have any idea where the results are coming from in that. It's a mess. So don't do this to yourself. There is a compound that can help instead of doing Tirz with your Reta. So yes, you can hard switch over to a small amount of Reta to start to see how your body gets on it. And it's called CAG. All you have to do is put in a tiny amount of CAG, which is a severe appetite suppressant, every week. It's another pep. Once you put the CAG in with the Reta, people are like, whoop, boom. Weight just goes exactly where you want it to. And it's not that hard because the CAG amounts are small and they stay small, but it's a big appetite suppressant. Now, there's different companies have it together. I do it separate. So Reta with CAG is the way to be able to transition from Tirz to Reta successfully. Start with a small amount of CAG, a small amount of Reta, and you can escalate your Reta as needed each time you hit a break point. Remember, this is not like these goofy things that everybody was told at first when GLPs came out. We're way past that. You don't just automatically increase every month. Why would you increase something that costs a lot of money and has sides when you can just stay on it and keep losing? The only time you ever adjust your amount of Reta is when you stop losing and you have to get past a plateau. That's it. The CAG amount never really goes up. So you guys can ask me questions. I'm happy to help answer on this, but please stop doing Tirz and Reta. You have a very suppressive compound that is going to make it so it's very hard to eat any kind of protein and build muscle, which is the whole reason that you go onto Reta. So you can get your metabolism going back up again and continue to lose, because most people stall out on the top amount of Tirz or Sema. So don't do this to yourself. Go with Reta with CAG. It's a better mix. Let me know if you have questions.